Howdy ho and welcome to Rauta's Reviews. This time we go to the very peculiar band from the United States of America. Or once again, should we say it's a band or just solo project. This one is called Amber Alert and the MCD in question is Dark Lord Blood. And this is very interesting release in so many ways. Not mostly because of its music, but well, even that has a place obviously. But because this is very different than most of the releases coming this way are. First of all, I'm not even sure if this is more about being parody or, I don't know, some kind of satire about, metal music and the things metal music had to face during all these decades. Dark Lord Blood is a combination, musically, that is, of punk rock, some kind of sleaze rock, trash metal, even grindcore to some level. It's a combination of weird and different ideas put into one. And there are lots of, spoken samples, which kind of takes commentary on how, metal music is dangerous to our youth, how it's, corrupting the youth and all that stuff. Also, role-playing games have their share in the music, and I will show you a very interesting thing that came with the release, because what I seem to have gotten is a limited edition of this interesting package. And I must say I like the humor with this band, because first of all, I usually don't like humorous band, but that is because the music is really quite crappy. Now, this time it doesn't seem to be that case, and more importantly, the humor with this particular band is not too stupid. In fact, it's kind of like on point. Anyway, this came out with this kind of evidence bag. So what you have here is basically essential information like case number, names, and blah blah blah. But what's more important is that we have here a role-playing character sheet, where you just fill the details of your own character, like, hey, I'm Samunox, the wizard, and I will cast fireball and magic missile and all that stuff. Then you have here some kind of, tinfoil thing. Maybe these are some gloves used for crime, obviously. We have these kind of a stiletto style combs. I don't know if you remember these combs. At least I remember from my youth, They look like a stiletto knife, but instead of, getting the blade either out of here or switchblade like this, it was like, I'm just going to comb my hair. Very goofy, very 1980s kind of stuff. And then you have floppy disk. I don't know how many you people even remember. These were used with Commodore 64 and other likes. These were, floppy drives way before everything went, optical with CD-ROMs and, DVDs and whatever. But yeah, this is kind of interesting. And it seems like you will get one of these unique evidence bags if you go for the limited edition of Amber Alert MCD right here. So very nice looking package all in all. I'm gonna save it for myself in some goofy place. Here we have the band's Bandcamp site. For some reason this isn't even on Metal Archives yet. I don't know if it's because this is a CD release with the proper label. I mean, at least there's no label mentioned with the one that I have here. No label whatsoever, so it seems like it's self-financed CDR. But here on the band's Bandcamp page, you will get all the necessary information, the cover art, and what we have here is this limited edition Dark Lord Blood evidence pack edition for $15. Not too much in my opinion. And then you have these more regular editions, and obviously you will have the songs listed here and all the other necessary information. And this seems to be from Cleveland, Ohio, United States of America. More curiously, I would find that there's a live show possibility for $500. Well, there's lots of interesting text. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Just click the link after or during the review and you will get to the point. But to the music. Well, like I said, these 4 tracks are filled with spoken parts from various sources. I can only guess from which ones. And there's very much, commentary about this danger of heavy metal, how it will corrupt our people, you know, the kids and all that stuff. That was very much ongoing thing with the 80s and even 90s, you know, before these kind of a parental advisory stickers came to just dot the albums back then. Also rap music and the like. And it's kind of a funny, but then comes the music. And what matters, obviously, if I want to buy a CD or LP for that matter, is like, is the music any good? And that is where I'm more on the verge of saying like yes and no. Now, the thing here is, here's some cool riffs here and there. There's some nice guitar leads and everything. But it also makes this release sound like, yeah, it's very much done at one's home basement. And it kind of lacks good, strong production. It's kind of a raw, but even beyond that, it's kind of a very, very homemade. You know, like how the drums sound very machine-made, which they probably are. And I know it's kind of like a deal breaker for some people. Also, some parts of the music are not that good. I mean, there's certain certain level of likability. Like, hey, yeah, I can kind of get into it, but I'm not gonna get fully immersed by this greatness the band or a project might have. So I'm very much on the verge saying, yeah, it's kind of decent. It definitely has some raw, primeval energy, but is it really good? Not so much. It's very listenable, but not that memorable. Obviously, it's just one of the early works by this project, so who knows to which heights the band can rise later on. But for the time being, I'd say like, yeah, worth a listen, but not maybe worth a praise. Anyway, be it as it may, these kind of special packaging with this Evidence Pack edition and this Digipack, I really can't say that I wasn't enjoyed and entertained. I mean, nice work. So, give it a go, give it a listen, and let me know what you think. Have a good role-playing sessions with Amber Alert.